Hey, what's up, guys? Koolaid here. Welcome to another episode of Killing Time with Koolaid. So, today's episode is going to be completely different than I actually planned on it being. Last night, I actually recorded like 15 minutes of audio talking about the state of the game, things I'd like to see long term, short term, things that need to be fixed, things I just wanted to see in the game, all sorts of stuff like that. There was some ranting in there. There was some ranting specifically about hacking and the glitches that I saw this weekend. And as soon as I got done doing the audio, lo and behold, they did a hot fix fixing some of the glitches. And that's specifically what I was talking about, how they needed to do a hot fix. So after they did that, it made a portion of my video sound pretty stupid. And also, I started thinking about the audio that I did about hacking and how I really haven't seen a lot of hackers in the game. However, I don't play a lot of competitive matchmaking, and supposedly that's where all the hackers are. So I decided instead of just doing the same audio, doing that video, I would kind of postpone it for a little bit. I'm going to play some competitive matchmaking over the next couple weeks and see how bad it actually is. Of course, if something gets fixed in between then and now, that will definitely change my opinion as well. But I am just going to kind of postpone that video and do that in a couple weeks. In the meantime, I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. What are your guys' biggest issues with the game? What would you guys like to see short term, long term? Are you guys still having fun with the game? Pretty much anything about the current state of Dirty Bomb. I would like to hear what you guys have to say about it. Now, since that was the video that I had all planned out, and I don't really have anything else planned. I don't really have a backup. I'm just going to get to your guys' inbox questions right away. Just a couple other small updates. This week I'm going to be doing all about Skyhammer, and then next week I'm probably not going to be doing a killing time. Instead, I'm going to be doing 2 Merc videos. I just want to get them out of the way a little bit faster. Probably going to be doing Bushwhacker for sure, and maybe either Sawbones or Kira. Not 100% sure, but more than likely I'll be doing 2 next week. Also working on a couple montages. One's just going to be a proxy montage because I have a lot of kind of cool moments saved up with proxy, and then the other one's just going to be a fails and funny, and I think you guys enjoy those. They were similar to what I used to do for Planet Side 2, just basically me doing a bunch of very stupid stuff on accident. But anyways, let's get to your guys' questions. The first question is from Drew B, and he wants to know, hey Kool-Aid, I've been playing Dirty Bomb and have just under 20 hours in the game. I played most of the mercs but have no idea what to buy for my first merc. Any suggestions? Well, the thing is, there's really not a whole lot to buy with your mercs. Now, you can buy loadout cards for just over 17,000 credits. I think the smarter way to go about it, though, is to buy random cases for 1,000 credits and then just combine them or upgrade them. You can choose the merc you want to upgrade for. Doing it that way, I think, is the best way. It's kind of like, playing the lottery a little bit. You will get those really nice loadouts once in a while out of the $1,000 cases, but you can always combine them and trade up for the merc that you want. So unless there is one specific loadout card and it's the only one you want, then that's what I'd suggest doing. Now, the next question comes from Predicament, and he says, glad to see you playing Dirty Bomb. What is your opinion on the current state of Phantom? If it's not what you'd like, what would you do, and would you like to see melee only loadouts? First of all, I have not played a lot of Phantom. I bought him the first day he came out. I played a little bit pre-nerf, played a little bit post-nerf. My opinion on him right now is that as a melee first merc, he's pretty underwhelming, and it wasn't necessarily because of what they did to him. It was the nerf to melee in general, where they made it so your turn speed really slowed down while your knife animation was going on. So if you're going at him where you really just care about melee, he is pretty underwhelming. Now, if you actually go about it where you're just a normal merc who has a gun, he has a pretty cool ability. It allows you to flank, it allows you to throw that damage shield on if you need to run away. I don't think he's that bad until you start saying melee only, you know what I mean? In that sense, he is underwhelming. And if I could design Phantom, I would have done it quite a bit differently. I would have took the stealth, I would have took the sword. You can leave that stuff in, that's what makes Phantom Phantom, but I wouldn't have gave him as much health. I wouldn't have had a damage shield. I would have just made him a stealth knifer, not a stealth knifer tank which is what he is. And I wouldn't have changed the whole Merc wide knife turn speed thing. I don't think that needed to be changed. I think that was kind of like a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction to all the people complaining about Phantom. So my opinion is he is pretty underwhelming as a melee first Merc, and that's kind of what he's supposed to be, I think. So he is a little bit disappointing right now. As far as melee-only loadout cards, in general, I think loadout cards need a big rework in this game. There's just a lot more pressing issues that need to be taken care of first. But there's so many just bad loadout cards that nobody would ever think about using unless they got them for free and just like the gun. I mean, it's as simple as that. Just loadouts are kind of a mess in general right now. Next question is from Clacktonk, and he wants to know what you think of Nader as a Merc and what type of playstyle would you recommend for her. So I got this question before I put out the Nader video, I believe. So hopefully, Clacktonk, you watched the Nader video and you got some ideas. You should know, if you did watch it, you'll know that I love Nader. I think she's one of the strongest Mercs in the game. Maybe a little bit too strong, but that's a topic for a whole nother video. As far as playstyle for Nader, hopefully you got some ideas again from the video. But the great thing about Nader is she has guns for basically any range. She has the good submachine guns, and then she has the grenade launcher, which can back people up. Say you're facing somebody with a shotgun, you need to back them up, you can lay down a couple grenades and kind of keep the distance there. And same goes for if you need to close the gap on somebody. You have grenades to get to those spots, to kind of lay down grenades as cover. And basically, Nader is awesome. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything about Nader is pretty good. She's got great health, great speed, great abilities, great weapons. Nader's a really, really good Merc, and I'll pretty much leave it at that. So I got time for one more question. I actually do have quite a few more questions here, and I'll get to these. Some of them are Star Citizen questions, which obviously are not too pressing since that game's not going to be out for like 15 more years at the rate they're going. So I'm going to save them for a future video. But the last question of the day, I'm going to do a non-Dirty Bomb related one. And Elite Katsas, why can't you guys just be named like Fred or Bob or something? Make it easier for me. But anyways, Elite Katsas wants to know, do you play PlanetSide 2 still? And if not, why did you leave? I think most of you guys know the answer to this. No, I do not play PlanetSide 2. And again, probably won't ever be a big thing on my channel. Maybe once in a while down the line, I'll reinstall it, play it, and see how it goes. But for now, I'm not playing any PlanetSide 2. The reason I left, there's a lot of reasons. It wasn't really anything that the game did wrong for me. I still thought the game is great. I still think it's a really cool game. I have no problem with the game. There were a lot of little issues that bothered me, of course. You know, the fact that one of the main issues that bothered me with the game itself is that there was really no sense of winning. You know, Dirty Bomb, you can win every 15 minutes or every 5 minutes. However long a match takes, you actually have a sense of accomplishment there. PlanetSide 2 never really seemed to have that. Sure, you could lock out a continent or take a base, but it just wasn't the same thing. Nice. Also, PlanetSide 2, you could spend an hour looking for a good fight sometimes. That's why with real life as busy as it is sometimes, it's really nice to just be able to jump into a lobby-based shooter and boom, play a game. You know what I mean? It's just a lot more convenient. But the number one reason why I really quit playing PlanetSide 2, the main reason is I just got bored of it. I have a hard time playing the same game for years and years, especially when I'm doing a lot of YouTube content on it. So not only am I playing the game, I'm focusing a lot of my other time to the same game. I mean, it just got old for me. That's the main reason. So hope that helps you out. I apologize, since I know you would like to see more PlanetSide 2 content. A lot of you guys would. In fact, I've actually lost a lot of subscribers since I stopped doing PlanetSide 2 content. Knew that would happen, of course, but that's fine. I'd rather just enjoy what I'm doing as opposed to trying to make money and stuff like that off YouTube. That's not something that really interests me a whole lot. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.